free your staff to focus on high-impact work while offering round-the-clock assistance to every student. With Element 451, you can deploy AI agents that reason, act, and provide support at scale, solving problems, analyzing data, and crafting personalized outreach instantly. These AI agents expand your team's abilities without replacing the human touch, allowing staff to dedicate their time to what matters most. Unlock the future of workforce enablement at element451.com.
This is the application where higher ed enrollment strategy gets tactical. I'm Allison Tercio, marketer, curious question asker, and your guide through what's next and what's working in higher ed. Join us as we focus on what really matters, connecting with students and parents in more human, personalized ways, and using tools like AI to make that connection scalable and smart. From rethinking your inquiry campaigns to fixing funnel friction, everything we cover is about creating better experiences for students and better results for your team. Whether you lead the team, recruit the students, build the campaigns, or manage the message, you'll walk away from every episode with something you can use right now. Are you ready to get one step closer to your next enrollment win? Let's go. AI can help you write faster, sure, but that's not really the point. What it should help you do is think more clearly, personalize more meaningfully, and communicate with more empathy. Because let's be real, when a student is close to ghosting your institution, a generic message is not going to bring them back. But the right nudge, at the right moment, you just might have a chance. Today in our Melt Season Playbook, Episode 2, we're diving into how you can use AI, not to replace your voice, but to refine it, pressure test it, and scale it across your student and parent communications. The first topic I'd like to start with today is how you can leverage AI for brainstorming. Let's start thinking about the planning phase. Maybe you're staring at your CRM right now and you're thinking, what should we say to commuter students? How do we support students who haven't signed up for an orientation yet? You could prompt ChatGPT or your other favorite generative AI tool with something like, what concerns might a commuter student have in July, and how could we speak to those in a warm, reassuring message? You're still going to be the one writing the email. But now you're not starting from a blank screen. You're starting with a student-centered idea. AI can help you brainstorm quickly, and then you get to bring the voice, the nuance, and the tone. You know your students the best. AI is giving you some ideas for how you can connect with them, and you're going to choose from among those ideas. You can take what you want and leave what you don't. Once you've got those ideas and you've written out an actual message, you can put it back in to your generative AI tool and ask it to help you refine it for different segments. Perhaps commuters who are high-achieving students, commuters who are first-gen, commuters who want to do pre-med, whatever it makes sense for your institution. So choose based on what you know about your students and what you know about your school. And it's going to come across really authentic and really personal. My next topic for today is an idea around better text nudges instead of robotic reminders. Because you know what doesn't move a Melt Risk student? Reminder, please register for orientation. Reminder, fill out your housing form. Reminder, get your health forms in. But you know what might? We can't wait to see you on campus. Orientation is your next big step. Need help registering. So before sending a nudge, let's ask ChatGPT to help us pressure test it. With a prompt like, here's my text message to a student who hasn't registered. Can you suggest a version that sounds warmer but still urgent? It might suggest removing robotic words, adding a touch of encouragement, or simplifying the call to action. And then you decide what feels right. The message is still yours. It's still your institution's. It's just been through what I'd like to think of as a quick tone check filter. And this approach works for every single checklist item you need students to do between now and arriving on campus, because one of the risks we run during this melt season is we have so many things on the checklist, on the to-do list for students, that it doesn't leave a lot of room for that empathy and that relationship building. So how can we take those messages that we absolutely must send, because of course we do need students to complete these checklist items, but how can we do it in a way that makes them feel connected, makes them feel engaged with our institutions? Because we really do run them through a bit of a gauntlet with this stuff. So let's communicate in a way they don't automatically tune us out. Topic 3, we haven't really talked about parents yet in this playbook series. And I want to help you help your parents and support your parents without extra work. We just cannot forget them. They're such an important audience during this season. Even though the students have now set up their college emails, and that might be where you're communicating and sending a lot of information, got to remember that parents are often the ones who are actually reading every email that we send, every message that we send. And AI can help us anticipate what parents are worried about, especially for families who are navigating this for the first time. Here's an idea for a prompt. What questions might a parent of a first-gen student have about financial aid or orientation in July? Boom. You've got a parent FAQ you can turn into email content, a call script, or even a short video series. You're not writing more, you're just writing smarter with real empathy for the whole family. I love this particular idea because it's an opportunity to talk about something other than one of those to-do list tasks that we were talking about a couple minutes ago, all of those checklist items. We need to remember to find ways to engage and not nag. My final idea today is this idea from moving from checklist to connection and how AI can help us do that. So let's take one of our current emails. Maybe it's a housing checklist or a what to bring to orientation message. I want you to drop it into ChatGPT or another tool with this prompt. Does this sound warm and welcoming to a student who might be anxious or overwhelmed? What you'll often get back is something like, consider adding a friendly opener, or this sentence might feel too transactional. It's like having a communication coach who's looking at it through the student's lens. And once again, you still decide what to take, what to leave. You decide what feedback makes sense for your audience, because you are the expert for your audience. But a lot of times these communications have been something that we've written and, just kind of reused year over year. Why not get another perspective? It's always good to have that willingness to find even small ways to improve how we're communicating. So what do we learn today? AI can be a great brainstorm partner, a tone checker, and it can be an empathy engine. But I want everyone to remember to still use your institution's voice, your values, your mission. Let AI help you move faster. Find ways for it to assist you. Let it help you see things you didn't see before. But you never hand over the keys. So here's your homework. Pick one message you're sending this week. Maybe it's a text, maybe it's a parent email, and run it through one of today's prompts or a modified version. Use my prompts as just ideas for how you want to use ChatGPT or another tool. See what changes, see what you notice. Tell me what you discover. Thanks again for listening to the application. I'm Allison Tercio, and I'll be back soon with the final episode in this playbook, Scaling Your Impact Without Burning Out. Until then, keep leading with purpose and let AI be your sidekick, not the star. Thanks for listening to the application. This show is a proud member of the Enrollify Network, home to Higher Ed's largest collection of podcasts. Enrollify is where Higher Ed goes to grow, so be sure to check out our other podcasts, webinars, video clips, blogs, and so much more. Visit enrollify.org and subscribe for all the latest details and content drops directly to your inbox. Enrollify is brought to you by Element 451, the digital workforce platform for higher ed. Learn more at element451.com.